everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Disillusioned Plays Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations.
Tribulations. Trials and Trials and Toblerone.
Thank you for that. You've ruined my stride now.
I just felt like I had to add something.
So it has been a little while since we've recorded a few of these, as we've had quite a large buffer. So I'm trying to sort of briefly recap what I think happened last episode. Was basically...
And there you have it. So let's jump in, shall we?
I'm going to punch you in the face.
I think Pete wants
very
to
hard.
do the intro.
I mean, if he wants to, but yeah, he usually forgets everything, so it's probably a good thing it's like my turn, I guess.
Go on then, give us your summary. You got 10 seconds.
Basically, needed to find out what Pearl was doing on the night of the murder. She was supposed to be with Elise Donin, but wasn't.
5,
We questioned Larry about his
4,
picture. We
3,
found out there's some kind of family tree that Dahlia, Iris, and Pearl are all related somehow.
Cool. There we go. Almost 10 seconds.
Yeah. But we haven't done the introductions, Pete. You're getting ahead of yourself. Well done. You screwed it.
Okay, fine. And with that,
I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm tired.
And I'm tired. Oh dear. Now you may proceed.
Yeah.
For
with our
goodness sake.
with our good friend Ty.
Do you know, I felt good about that, and you spoiled it. Anyway.
So
I have no idea what happened.
Okay, that's right. So we've got the 5 trick locks on there.
Ah, yes.
Iris has to basically go through every combination for the other locks that she didn't set.
I think it said it would take her a day.
Because someone's come down and just glued the locks on top of the chains.
on top of the
Yeah,
chains.
only the person who put them there can unlock them or something like that, I believe.
That's right. The thing is I don't know if we remember if we talked to everyone else. Is it just a case of talking to her and why am I saving?
No, that's right. We had to come back to Iris because we learned about her being the sister of Dahlia. So that was the thing we were at last time, is we had the psyche-lock. We had gotten to the point where we were like one psyche-lock away, but we couldn't prove that she had a sister.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I think we spoke to Edgeworth, didn't we? Because he had like something, and I think he gave us the info, I think.
He gave it to her, my goodness.
I'm now Taylor.
Whoa
now. Family friendly now.
Yeah, family friendly. I do like that center lock is just literally just floating there.
Yeah. Well, they're all floating there, really.
I know, but like it's not even on the chains properly. Like, anyway.
I guess the bar is just for decoration, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me, too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
And that'll be Sister Bikini. Yeah, because she saw her pulling the sword.
She
Pulling
saw
the Oh, sorry, what?
There's that. She also saw her at the... she told her to go to the inner temple.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, right, because of her aching back.
Yes.
Yeah, to keep an eye on Maya.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini?
Her testimony in court today was very clear.
Flashback.
That night I was...
This is actually one of the few times where that is useful.
Yes.
I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. But, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up. Violently.
My aching back.
So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Mlem, 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 mlem.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Not really. I just read the transcript. But thanks anyway.
The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
You know, sorry, this is just an aside, but if you look carefully at the chains, right? It looks like what they've done is they've taken like a real picture of a chain and just like cut out the background in Photoshop as opposed to like drawing them.
Yeah, it does look very clean cut, doesn't it? It looks like polygon
It's like
lasso
one of those photo
tool.
real things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like this low quality picture and just, polygon lassoed the cutout of the chain where it's like dead straight.
Drawing is hard, pal.
It is hard. Hands, man.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this. The blow snowmobile. The snowblowmobile.
What is it?
Where is it, Taylor?
Is it
don't
tracks?
know.
Get the tracks photo.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell.
Oh,
that doesn't
yeah.
say anything about the time, though. Let's see.
Oh, maybe it is something else then.
Is
Oh,
it-
rang the lights out bell at 10 p.m. Because she couldn't have.
Oh, yes. So
she
left
couldn't have
before
rung-
that. Yeah.
You yourself testified to the contrary. Don't you remember? Bong.
Bong.
Just like, fortunately, Phoenix had a little bell with him to remind her of what the bell sounded like.
Just pulls it out and just rings it right in her face. You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Me!
Me.
Who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright?
I like to imagine that he's flexing a little bit.
Yeah.
He's saying it. He's like, me. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten?
No, that's right. I remember.
Swing.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at the Hazakura Temple. No bell that time, Phoenix? There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. So you used shadow clone jutsu. Which means there must have been 2 of you.
Because what most people don't know about Iris is that she's actually part of Les Enfants Terribles, and she's actually she is solid Iris, but then there's also liquid Iris and solidus
for
Iris.
goodness sake. Dun, 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 dun.
Nanomachines. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris, other than nanomachines.
That's crazy. How could that be?
You tell us.
There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Or is that just the fact that it's like -5 degrees outside?
Well, inside.
Jury's out on that one, but still, I'm going to take that as a sign of guilt anyway.
Because it's freezing inside the cave, isn't it? As
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me.
Your sister, Bikini.
God. There she is.
The palette swap version.
Yes.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, impressive. I didn't nearly die and go to jail because I was simping for her.
Because of this
That's
crazy
right.
bitch.
Yep.
But she's no longer.
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Karine channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Nick, you sound so vicious.
There's the wind just blew through the top.
That's because Nick's shouting so loudly.
Yeah.
Like, so aggressively.
You know!
You
Bastard!
Like, jeez. Boom.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me, passed away last month.
Last month.
Just as I suspected. The iris that Sister Bikini saw on the iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
that?
Yeah, she goes around poisoning people. Yeah, she really does the right
I feel like
thing.
she's
Yep.
never had a conversation with her sister before.
Yeah, like, is this the same person we're talking
Do you
about
know
here?
your sister? Excuse me?
Princess.
Dahlia?
Excuse me, princess.
Because I must get in the way of what she's trying to do.
No, Sarah. It's mustn't.
Oh, God, what? Oh, for goodness
Wait,
sake!
no.
Mustn't.
Oh, mustn't.
Yeah, mustn't. Oh, my lord.
Mustn't.
Lordy. And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. Oh, gotta give these guys a round of applause, guys. Come on. Let's hear it for the translation crew.
Localizers.
Oh, boy. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept that I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about?
Dun, dun, dun.
Betrayal.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright?
You know it. They know it.
Oh, go away,
Everybody
Donald
know
Trump.
it.
Go away.
Everybody knows.
About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago.
Huh?
Nani?
Nani? Nani said it?
Yeah.
Kore.
That was the start.
Oh, Nanikore!
Do you bite? No, I'm kidding. That was the start of it all. That's what started her down that twisted path.
At the ripe old age of, what was she like, 8?
14.
14? 15?
Oh, was it 14?
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
But she always does the right thing, which is why I keep trusting her.
She did try to murder me, as well as my mentor. So don't know about that one, but okay.
Sure. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
Oh, geez, what?
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father! That's awful!
But I promised that I'd help. And
No, oh yeah, so as long as you if you promise to do
Was it a
something,
pig?
even if it's a crime.
was it a pinky promise?
say,
I mean,
yeah.
if it wasn't a pinky promise, I mean...
Because pinky promises are unbreakable.
Yeah, you can't
have
go back
to
on
do
a
this,
pinky
like,
promise.
That's it, you can't go back.
And she didn't do it for the money.
Mm.
She did it for love.
If she if she tries to say that Dahlia was truly in love with Terry Falls.
Oh no, not love.
Oh, okay.
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge?
He never allowed us to have candy, even when we'd pass a candy store.
Well, he gave him away, didn't he? Essentially.
Yes, but yeah.
I think.
Oh, that's right. He oh wow.
I think he
That's
gave-
first- That's right. He left the village. All the
Yeah.
men leave to go do their own thing.
Mm.
What do you mean by revenge?
Oh, he left Morgan, didn't he? He like walked out on them all. Because it's Morgan. It's the Morgan Le Fay is Morgan Fay. Sorry, is their mother, and she's like Pearl said that he just up and left. I think.
So hold up. Did she lie to them about what her father did?
I
That
don't
kind
know.
of seemed like it.
Maybe. He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Well, but she's still.
I was gonna say.
She's not dead, unless we're misunderstanding this, which we could be. It's going a little bit. No, yeah, that's her. Nope, she's
is.
not in hell.
I like to imagine that they just came home one day and their mom was literally just in a garbage can, just outside
Just
on the street.
Just
The
the
legs
hair
kicking
sticking
out of the
top.
hair.
Oh no, I was gonna say.
Oh no, her hair out the top.
Although I suppose, as you said, Taylor, if people, when they're in this justice system, if they get killed after a couple of months or whatever it is after they've been arrested, then put to prison rather.
Yeah.
Then maybe she is in hell. Maybe she is dead because
Maybe.
she was arrested, wasn't she, in the second game?
Yeah. Yeah. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all that. Oh, yeah, sorry. Start again.
Set to inherit all of
As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power.
For power. Nope.
But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karine.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Karine tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
I like that they all know the name.
I
of the
know!
incident.
I'm like,
You know
how
what
do
I mean?
they know the
like,
naming
the code
convention?
name of it. Like, they don't say, "Oh, during that dreadful investigation where that guy was
Those
shot."
elevator buttons are really. Hold up, look at those elevator buttons.
What, like how prominent they are?
Mm.
Like the
No,
font.
just like 1 and 2 are huge, but then 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all so much smaller.
Well, maybe that's because like you go to the first and second floor more often.
Maybe.
I guess so.
More common. I don't know.
All those important stuff on them.
Yeah, maybe.
After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
A hick dive.
Wow.
This town's a hick dive. I hate it. We're getting the heck out of here.
And that's when you came here? To Hazakura Temple?
Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in this new family, you see.
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
Oh, is she?
Oh.
I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the history of the Fae clan.
That's what it looks like. Okay. Oh.
Just Franziska just interjects there briefly and then buggers off again.
I just like how it was kind of like a no shit, Fran.
Yeah, no shit,
It's like,
Sherlock.
for God's
Come
sake.
on, keep up.
I just have to remind you that I am standing here.
Phoenix, when are we going on our date so we
She's
can
like,
hold
she's
hands?
just stood there holding for Nick's hand, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just want to
Hold
keep
me
it warm.
closely, Phoenix.
Keep my hand
Oh
warm.
my. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Like that he's handsome? Or that his hair's amazing?
That he looks good in pink. Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Oh shit!
Wow, that's a kick in
Wham.
the balls. Jeez.
Ah, I see. Thank you for your help.
And then Nick.
I'm just gonna go
and
lick
then
my wounds
Nick,
now.
Nick for. Yeah,
Are you crying, Mr.
Nick
Wright? No, just got something in my eye.
And then
Just really cold, and here's the humidity. It's the.
Sorry, darling.
and then Nick, for no reason at all, just suddenly pushes Iris off the top of the mountain. Like, just, whoops!
This is Sparta! And
Like-
kicks her off the cliff.
Well, he wouldn't say that because then she'd get an idea that he's going to do something and move out the way.
Well, you've got to announce your
no,
power move, haven't you?
because like he's not a villain, so he doesn't have to monologue before he does his thing. Only villains do that.
Only villains do that.
Well, it's more like he does the begone thought thing.
You're welcome. No,
Oh, she gets whipped.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you. I promise.
Why did you put him on then?
Because I'm an idiot.
She didn't. She put one on.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yes, of
I
course.
think
Remember, the
other
whole
is
thing was
Pearl.
she put one
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
and
sorry.
she can remove the one she put on,
My
but
mistake.
the other ones was put by somebody else.
I
And
think
it'll take her all day.
I have a feeling Pearl's channeled Dahlia.
Oh, that's right.
And Pearl's put them on as
Yeah.
Dahlia.
Well, I think that's
Because
definitely
she's
what's
locked.
happening.
She'll have locked Maya in there because now Maya is technically the master. So she's just left her in there to perish, basically, so
Yeah.
that they can take
Until
over.
she starves from lack of hamburgers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that they can take over the
Yep.
the Karine
Yep.
village and become the masters.
Thank you. I suppose I better continue my investigation.
My pride is
See, I don't know. I figure that Nick will kind of actually feel a little bit of what's the word?
relief.
I want to say, yeah,
Closure?
relief, closure from that, because it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I can stop freaking worrying about, like, feeling this way about her. If she thought I was shit, then screw
Yeah.
her.
That's true.
Screw.
It's like
I
he
can move
never.
on.
There wasn't like any hidden love in her heart for him or something like that. She was just rotten to the core.
Yeah, you could just go screw you.
Yeah.
There's still one giant secret left to unlock.
Uh-oh.
Ellie.
Uh-oh.
Pearls is his psyche-lock.
Pearls is.
I don't have a psyche-lock, Mr. Nick. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like just a giant one, just a really
Yeah,
huge lock.
Massive. It's like bigger than her.
Okay, let's GTFO. It's not gonna be anything. Any of these. Oh, hello.
Edgy boy.
Just thought I'd say hello.
Hello, Wright. Why are you crying?
Hello. What? Right, come back. Come back. I want to speak to you. Right.
It's just my face is leaking.
Right. What's wrong?
Heavenly
Come back. Let me give you a hug. I don't usually do hugs, but I feel compelled to give you one.
All of a sudden, I know we
No, it's like Edgeworth's idea of a hug is he just kind of puts his hands on Nick's shoulders and just kind of like pats them.
Yeah,
once.
it's like the awkward sort of like tap.
there.
There, right? You'll be fine.
Anyway, and then he immediately lets go of him and says, "I'm not homosexual."
No homo.
So, yeah, anyway,
Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
oh yeah, we can really see
Yeah,
how it's.
I'll
the
be-
fire.
Yeah.
That's totally.
I'm feeling the warmth, guys. I'm
I'm re-
really getting the fact that there's a fire here.
I can really see it in the graphic, the background here.
Mr. Nick!
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Yeah, this weird dynamic.
You're too late, Nick! If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off!
I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding.
Hey,
He's on to me, isn't he?
why
I
are
know
you
he is.
looking
I
at
just-
little
I can
pearls
just
like
feel
that?
it.
It's
I
kind of
can-
suspicious
I
and
feel
creepy.
That, I feel that Mr. Nick's got me. I think I can't hide this anymore. I'm just gonna run away now.
Hey, pal.
She just
Stop
throws
looking
down
at
a
it like
smoke
that.
bomb.
Stop looking.
She throws down a Deku nut and just disappears.
Deku nut. Okay, let's get a little safety save in there. Presumably, yeah. Okay.
Try and remember Pearl's voice.
Rubber, you can remember Pearl's voice.
No, just maintain Pearl's voice.
I guess yes, maintaining it is different. Oh,
Oh,
my
lordy.
goodness.
Jeez.
I'm staring into your soul, Mr. Nick. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No,
Not correct.
there was somewhere else I had to go instead. So I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Ms. Donim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls,
No.
on the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you?
No, wasn't
The
it?
Inner Temple
Yeah,
The
because
Inner
she was
Temple.
worried
of
about
mayo, of hamburger
She was
helper.
worried about. just relentless.
I swear, Nick, when I get out of here, you're in serious trouble, and you owe me a lot of hamburgers.
I just love that. It's just like, just like, yeah. It was probably it was over there to the Inner Temple to Mayo hamburger, hamburger helper. Just like, oh my
I mean, it's
God.
been at least 5 minutes. I've just forgotten what her name is. Honestly.
I swear to God, Nick.
It's because she's not in. Well, she is in mortal peril, so Nick should be like shaking at this point
Yeah.
with trying to rescue her.
Well, yeah. Again, I guess the thing is he's worried about her right up until he rescues her, and then it's like, ha ha, hamburger, hamburger
Ha, ha.
brain.
Ha ha.
Ah, look, Mayo face here. Mayo? Mayo? Mayo. Why did I say Mayo?
Mayo, I don't know.
Anyway.
Mayo. Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? And the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
Well, it's not obvious.
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Oh, okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this.
Mayo.
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course?
Well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Oh, young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those who channel.
We needed that. Why?
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Oh.
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. Pearls. Bleh. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there till after 10 o'clock.
It's like the little corgi where you can't see Pearl's head. She's just kind of trudging through the snow.
Oh.
Just making a little
Just bounding along.
Bless her.
until after.
Just
all you can see is like her little pigtail sticking
yeah,
up
I was
above
gonna
the
say
snow,
like
and
a
that's
little
it.
bit of hair like bobbing along in the snow. So broke Taylor now.
dear.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I have this sundial strapped to my wrist.
But there's no sun.
Yeah, well, because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple was... The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small, though, isn't it? Bing. That's why I have it in my pocket here.
Oh, that's right.
You must have really good hearing.
She was listening for it because she had something to do.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
She got the note. The note says 10 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
To this one. As soon as you hear the lights out bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it, and that would have been terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Yeah? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. Her name is.
It'll be this one. I love that last one is amazing.
Yeah.
That,
Gravely roast the master. The fires of radiance and bring our vengeance to fruition.
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
bloody
It's
hell.
like, wow, okay. Chill
so
out.
yeah, so this last one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper?
Where did you...
In the incinerator at the Inner Temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found at the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me?
Pearls? I don't know why I'm saying it weird.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was Gumshoe.
Yes. Yes. That's what it is.
He's like, yeah, but I'm not. I'm not dead, pal. Like, what?
Eh?
What?
I
Did
sometimes
die?
wish I was, but
So I mean, I'm sure it's Dahlia. I just wanted to recall because I can't quite recall from.
Yeah, it will be, because, like, if Iris went...
I know from like what we
Well,
picked up from
if-
everyone
if
else.
Maya-
It was more just me.
sorry, if
I'm trying to
Pearl-
remember what happened.
Well, Iris was in the Hazakura temple to ring the bell. But if Pearl was going over to the inner temple, she's supposed to channel Dahlia. Obviously, Sister Bikini saw
yeah, that makes
who
sense.
she thought was Iris.
Yeah. Pulling the
So,
sword out
yeah,
of thingy
yeah.
and whatnot, or
Yeah.
perhaps pulling the sword out.
it was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose Sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. Oh, the hood covered the
Yeah.
hair color. That's why she didn't
Mm.
recognize it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yeah, and Sister Bikini was adamant she had a hood on. Where we were like, no, you didn't.
Mm.
No, you didn't? Yes, she did. No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
I mean, it's obviously her mum.
Yeah. Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? She just fainted.
Victim.
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
Oh. Is that why she said the random words to Elise?
The random words.
Eh?
So Pearl, when Elise asked her to like come and read with her,
Oh, she said.
Pearl was like, "What does gravy mean? What's gravy?"
Gravely.
Oh, gravely.
No, it was
Yeah,
gravy.
yeah,
that's right.
But
No, it was gravy. I'm
No,
sure it was
no,
gravy.
it was gravely.
Oh, was it gravely?
Yeah.
And then she said, "What was the other one?" There was another word that was really random, but she asked her what it meant. So I wonder.
Vengeance. She asked about vengeance, I think.
Yeah, there's gravely. And then
I'm sure
vengeance.
she said. I thought she said gravy.
No, she didn't say gravy. That was didn't she? She may have...
No, I wonder if she's read it as gravy. That's why there's gravy on the poster. She thought to throw gravy on it. She thought it said gravy.
Yeah, gravy roast the master, and yeah, you've figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she can't read. She can't read
Well, she
very
can read,
well.
but she can't read
She
super
can't
well
read
because
very
she's
well.
only a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, she goes back and forth between being exceptionally intelligent for somebody her age and then being, adorably naive when she gets calls for it.
It's I don't know. It's funny because it's really
Mr.
it's
Nick,
cute.
I've balanced your taxes. I've done all the dishes, taken the trash out. By the way, what's this word mean?
I just think it's really cute that like her mum's written this letter that's eat all fire and brimstone and all that, and then Pearl's like, "Yep, I threw the gravy on the parchment just like you asked in your note."
Yeah,
It's adorable.
it was. She asked what gravy meant, but obviously it says gravely. There's gravy on the poster. She's thrown gravy on it because she thought that's what she wanted.
Like I say, I still, yeah, I think.
Maybe.
Anyway.
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. All right, Pearls. It's time you started telling the truth.
Mr. Nick.
Why? I'm like thrown off. Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Oh, well, I don't like this.
She's winding up the Donkey Kong punch.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. Guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. All right, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder.
The gravy poster.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
the
be
gravy.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
Aha!
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given.
I just love how Nick's like going around the houses, really getting ready to rub a nose in it. Like, I'm sure you thought you were being so careful, following them so well. Well, guess what, sister? Boom!
Objection!
You screwed up! Take that, you stupid little bugger! Like, it's just like, jeez.
Whoa!
But you misunderstood some of the words.
Called it!
And this is the evidence that proves it. This Sarah's got it again.
This
I got it!
disgusting, like, poop scroll.
How the hell I remembered that? I do not know, but jeez.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Sorry.
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. I'm sorry.
Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition.
But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast,
That was
among
it.
others.
Roast was
right?
the other one.
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with
Jeez,
Miss
Sarah.
Donham on the night of the murder?
Jeez,
Wow,
Sarah.
I am impressed by my own brain.
Oh, here we go.
Do you mind?
She's like the mask salesman.
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so, for example, how do you read this?
And she's got like this really evil looking book.
Yeah,
Set of notes
yeah.
in front of her. This is like,
She's getting Elise's help to read out the directions
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
kill her, basically.
Yeah. Which is really bad.
oh goodness.
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough
Oh my
word.
god! And at least read it from
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. Well,
That's really
although in a way,
awful.
does that mean that Elise knew it was going to happen then?
Maybe.
I guess.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's harsh.
Sure, Ms. Donham taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you
Is what they meant.
is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
And then I went outside and I washed my hands in the snow. It's just like, oh goodness.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless.
I can't even conduct a murder properly.
I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Well done, Nick.
You've broken a girl's
You've
spirit.
Let's see, how old is she again? I forget.
9.
That's it. You've broken a
9.
9-year-old girl's spirit. Well done.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of leftover gravy.
Oh dear.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Quran, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So
Because she was carrying along a pot
A
of
lot of
gravy.
gravy. Bless her.
So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed there sorry.
Where I was.
So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls? Did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Well, that's the problem with walking like a mile with a big pot of gravy through the snow uphill both ways.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens.
Anyway,
What?
Then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy
And let off some steam by chucking the gravy onto the scroll while you cried?
Yeah, it must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. Pearl?
Pearl?
Pearl? I know what it's like, Nick. Listen, I know what it's like, Nick. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Or I'll leave you to freeze in the river.
Well, it wouldn't be any different to normal, would it?
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit.
No, Sarah. It said,
As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit.
I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Oh.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
This is like Mia just in the spirit world, like pouncing on Dahlia. And being like, no, you cannot.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that.
Creepy.
So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
Oh.
because they need
Is
to.
somebody else channeling her then?
Oh yes, that's right.
If someone else is
The-
channeling her, another person can't channel that
Yes,
spirit 'cause it's already
yes, yeah, you're right.
Sugar, who?
Well,
You
it'd be
don't think Maya's done it?
well, it's
then?
got to be Maya.
The
question is
it's
why?
gotta be.
The question
Unless
is
it was
why?
Bikini.
Yeah, but
Did
Does
Bikini do it?
Bikini said she has no
She's
power.
got
though,
no
right?
power though, because
The-
she's a branch family member, so
So,
they don't have the
come to-
power.
So yeah, I think there was. What we established last time was that Iris actually does have the power to do it.
Do you think Elise did? And then Iris stabbed Elise.
Oh, right!
thinking
She
it's-
read the letter! She read the
Yeah.
letter! She read the letter, so she must have channeled her to try to
And then-
protect Pearl.
And then do you think that Iris has attacked Elise thinking it's Dahlia to try and get rid of Dahlia's spirit, but then it's kind of
No, because that doesn't make sense. Why she'd do that? Because she thinks that Dahlia always does the right thing and stuff.
unless she snapped and wanted to stop her.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
God.
But I think you're onto
I
something.
think it's
between
somewhere
you.
along that though. Like maybe if Misty had, because remember she had the it was the cane sword that inflicted the wound, right?
Mm.
So I think it's got to be something like that, like where it's maybe Iris, maybe she knew that Dolly was going to do something, and so she attacked her to try to stop her.
I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't think that they wanted it to be Pearl so they could get rid of Pearl, do you?
I don't know. Let's advance the
Well,
text
yeah,
and let's
sorry.
find out.
My brain's like, what's happening?
I enjoy the
That's
show.
part of the fun, Pete.
Like,
Is trying to figure out what's gonna happen.
I enjoy the Sherlocking as much as anyone else, believe me. However, let's continue.
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Here we go.
Someone else? What do you mean? Another
Well-
person, Mr. Nick. Another individual. Another other person. Another individual spirit person.
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
Not that I
Larry, I am
understand.
going to strangle you by shoving your beret down your mouth in a minute.
And don't ask me where I'm going to put the paintbrush.
Then that would mean on the night of the murder.
That there was like a flipping channeling like melee going on, just like
Yeah.
it was just
It's tug of war.
that's it, just like everyone for themselves, everyone channeling everyone else.
Yeah.
Someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could.
It's like playing Twister, but everyone has to channel a spirit first. Oop, sorry.
Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
But as you say, I feel like it has to. I think you're on to something with saying that it's Misty Fate, Elise. Yeah,
Well, it
because
is Misty, but...
because like who else would do it? No one else
Yeah.
knows to do it. No one else knows what she looks like. Well, except for Nick. Nick knows what she looks like, but obviously Nick can't channel spirits.
Yeah, and obviously,
But
like, Elise was, like, worried because Pearl hadn't showed up, so she went to look for her.
well, I just
But if she's kind of seen that note with Pearl inadvertently going,
just
what
think-
does this mean?
I just think from pure logic, right? The only people who have seen that document are Pearl, Nick, and Elise, because Pearl literally showed it to Elise
Yeah.
to find out what words mean. She didn't say what does this mean. She didn't say like what does this word mean. She literally showed her the document.
Mm-hmm.
So Elise has seen the
and I
picture
think
of
it's the
Dahlia.
last page probably that said.
So
Anyway, yeah, that's got to be it. Is she read it?
because it's
Or she
literally
glanced through it.
because if you look,
Elise would think there's something amiss.
make sure you like her name is here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel it on. I don't know. It's-
And I think Misty knew that at her coming out of hiding would be she's going to be in trouble. Someone's going to get her. So she knew something was amiss.
Oh, and
Well, especially when it says gravely roast the master and burn fires of Hades with vengeance and everything. She's probably like, oh, okay, that's that's Morgan. That'll be my very, very angry sister.
There's one other thing. There's one other possibility. I don't know. Another idea that's come to mind is that maybe Elise did it because then, if Elise was channeling Dahlia, then Dahlia wouldn't be able to find Elise.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She can't kill her if she's literally her.
Mm.
I suppose that's true.
Because no one would know that it's her.
Yeah.
Because she was dressed up in the sort of like their sort of garb, and when you channel someone, you look like them.
Yeah.
So no, I suppose apart from holding the staff, I don't know, apart from wielding the staff, maybe. But anyway,
I suppose the other explanation is that Elise. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Maybe she tried to see. Anyway, we should probably just advance the text.
yeah.
Yeah, there'll be an explanation somewhere.
So there we go. Now we've all had a Sherlock, even me.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, he said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
You can say that.
But what does gravely mean?
Yeah, I know, bless her.
Yeah, I know, Pearls. I sent her there.
I know. I visit her every month. And last month,
What?
she told me,
Oh god, what was her voice?
Oh, that's a
The
good.
time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. I think it was something like that, I think.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah. Mom.
Pearly.
Moms- Moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
This is where in like post you put in the "I'm gonna tell her" thing.
Don't you dare! Oh.
I guess so. Yeah, sure.
There was a picture with her letter too,
Picture?
of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
Well, usually when I sit in the pentagram that I draw on the floor with my newly acquired artist skills,
Oh,
when I
God.
think about how I want to channel someone, I think, you need a hair, you need a bit of skin, you need like, I have to put them inside this little doll that I make, I need a photograph, and then I start sticking the pins in it, and they all
Ugh.
fall over.
God.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter.
It seems to be written in Larry's handwriting.
I don't know.
The seal on it was broken, as if somebody had already opened it once before.
Oh no, that's interesting. That throws a little bit. So someone else has seen it.
That sure is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already?
Huh.
Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome! My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be all right.
I mean, under us. Your mother's watching under us, but yeah, sure. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh.
Up.
Ha! Ha! Finally figured it out, have you, Trite?
Oh.
You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
But before we get into
Ah.
the crime of being painfully oblivious,
Dang
we
it.
are once again out of time.
No.
Oh no, but Godot has arrived.
But
Godot. But
He's going to crush
Godot.
Pearl like he was rude to
He was
Franziska.
gonna crush Pearl like a
Like a grape between
Like
my
a
fingers.
like a peanut.
Like a peanut.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna-
Crush
I'm
her
gonna
like
put
a
her-
coffee bean.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there we
And
go.
the
That makes
grinder
sense.
of pain.
I'm gonna grind her.
Gonna grind her down until she's nothing
It's like, no,
but a cold.
we're all just coffee beans being chewed up by a great big grinder we call life.
Great.
Oh, that's
Oh,
deep,
man.
man.
Until
That's
we're
deep.
eventually scalded by the boiling water of time.
Pushed
Oh,
through.
God.
Concoction we turn into is the afterlife.
And we're
You
put
know, that doesn't make any sense.
We're put through.
Shut it.
We're put through precisely 9 We're put through precisely 9 bars of pressure to achieve the perfect blend.
As our creator pulls us into the perfect blend.
Pulls into the perfect shot of espresso.
Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll end on that lovely cheery note. Oh, God. So yeah, if you like what we do, leave a comment on this video of all things you like, and then you can do a like, subscribe, ring the little bell to get notifications of when we put out new content, and do a little happy dance if you're feeling like it. I definitely need to do one after that deep a deep piece of philosophical rubbish. And yeah, I will see you all next time, guys. Bye for now.
We're sorry, guys.
Take care, everyone.